Hi guys, welcome to Manhood Explained. My name is Camille. Today is 29th of September 2020. Welcome to video number 277. Today I want to talk about role models because you see, we've got a problem with role models itself, but even more, we don't really look for them. And the problem is that we kind of stop learning ish. And that's why we landed up as a society where we landed up, because we stopped kind of listening to smart people and we stopped learning from history. And as they said, we're doing the same mistakes which were done so many times in the past. So listen, if you say, oh, okay, but what are you talking about? It's like, why would I learn from anyone? You see, first thing that I want you to understand, that life is a lesson. You will learn from someone or something anyway. You may be aware of that, you may be not, but there's always someone or something that it's teaching you what you learn and what you then apply to your life. And that's why so many of us wake up too late. So many of us, find out that, life is great until it's not. Just because you wake up when you already, your life is just going down the drain. And then you just get to the point of, maybe I wasn't really prepared. So if you understand that you will learn anyway, then maybe it's a good idea to figure it out that your Uncle Frank, who is, spent most of his life, in a ditch, or completely drunk, or few years in jail. The same Uncle Frank who lost his family 2 years after he got married, and his kids don't want to know him right now. And yeah, he had kids before marriage, that's why he has few. He is not someone that you really would like to get life lessons from. But you've got to understand that he is the first to tell you, what are you supposed to do? What is the best idea? And that's how life looks like. The same thing, they really think it's a good idea to take like a maybe not marital, maybe even marital advice from your, your friend Bob, who half of the time is completely stoned. And he never really had a girl of his own, but he has so many opinions. And he's so eager to tell everyone about it. Do you remember? Do you know this kind of people? Because I know at least few. And unfortunately, there are people who are listening to those kind of people. And I remember one meeting a person that was unfortunately she, and she was loud like this about that relationship don't work, and she was like evangelist of this whole thing. And then soon enough, I figured out that she was basically divorced. And then I got it. Yeah, everything is understandable now. You see, and this kind of people listen, or will listen to this kind of people, and then surprise, surprise, that your relationship didn't work as well. Surprise, surprise, that you ended up being the best friend of your Uncle Frank because nothing works in your life and you're going down the drain. Your life and ending up being in a ditch. That's why, remember, you will learn anyway. So, choose your teachers. And if you choose one, verify the source. It's so important for you not just to take anyone. Because that's why sexuologists right now are terrified, because they came to conclusion that so many young people are learning from the they're learning intimacy from the world best known website for adult entertainment. These guys who were riding the first one to ride the wave of lockdown and COVID. By the way, their marketing was brilliant. If you haven't seen the memes. But anyway, that's why you've got to know who are you learning from. Because you're going to apply it, and then your results in your own life We're going to be direct representation of the teachers that you had. That's why understand that you learn anyway from someone or something, and get the right teachers and verify the source. Second thing that I want you to understand, if you pick a right people, the things that you're struggling with would be completely not even an issue. It is completely just like, don't mention it, because they are so high, they are so experienced in the things that are tough for you, that they'll teach you not only how to overcome this in 10 minutes, they'll tell you so much more that you will feel like you jumped on a space rocket. I always use the same example, and I love this example. How do you think your ability to drive a car in theory and in practice would look like if your driving instructor would not be the driving instructor that you had from this school, but like a world-class racing driver? How do you think, how long it would take them to teach you how to ride, how to drive a car? How long it will take them to show you what you need to understand? But how much more they will teach you, how much they will tell you, this has nothing to do with driving a car. This is completely no, this is completely not true. And they would take you and teach you how to physically sit and drive the car. In few days, you would be driving like a pro. And the things that you would be able to do would be completely out of any book or any course that this driving instructor would teach you. And probably if you do that, what you've learned with the racing driver, with your instructor, he would or she would get a heart attack. But the best part is that the teachers who are teaching because they want to, not because they have to, not because they get paid for this, meaning that they you know what I'm saying, because they teach from passion. They would teach you so much more because they would try to dump all their knowledge, all their understanding on you. That's why you would be completely different person in area of understanding and actually driving a car. That's why this kind of people you want to teach you. If you are able, get the world class, get the best ones. If you don't, or you're afraid, or there's any other reason, find someone in between. There are tons of like a smaller, to the degree personalities. They'll teach you a lot about so many things. And there are some crucial ones, that you really want to learn. Like your relationships, like money. You don't want to be poor your whole life. Like, spirituality. Whether you're spiritual or completely not. You don't want to have no opinion, and not just opinion, but really you want to be smart. We want to know how to deal with this whole problem, because half of the world or even more is on some kind of religion. Be smart about it. You want to learn about yourself. You want to learn how to, pay taxes. You know what I'm saying? There are life crucial abilities. Find someone who will be able to teach you, someone who has experience, and someone who will be able to tell you and show you how easy it is, and teach you from passion. And point number 3, if you understand that life is a lesson, you're going to learn from someone or something anyway. So it's about finding the right teachers and, kind of checking the sources, and then picking the people for whom teaching you will be like really easy task because they're this good. It will put you in a position that you will be quite quickly, you're going to become good at something yourself. And trust me, there's no better feeling in your life than to feel, I think I'm getting good at this. And when you start to see that whatever you do, you start and you do it once, you did quite well. You did another time, and that's really awesome. And then every time you start doing this, you just see that you're getting better. You're really good at this. And when people start coming and say, "Bro, that was awesome," then you start to feel that you feel completely different, because you can see that it makes you feel great. But the best way, the best thing in all of this is that when you learn from people who teach because of passion, because just they are so good that they want to show others and help them grow up much faster than they did, that it stays with you. And at the end of the day, you become master yourself, And then you start to teach others just because you can. And then you finally get to the conclusion that one of the most fulfilling things that you can do in life is to become master at something and teach others. Seeing them grow is just this feeling is amazing. It's just mind-boggling how good you feel. And then you understand that the highest thing you can do in life is basically to contribute to someone else. That's it. That's why so many people who have tons of money, they just do so many things for free. They could just say, I'm just gonna lock myself in with my money. No. They go there and teach people. Why? Because it's fulfilling. That's that simple. So listen, whether you're 15, whether you're 50, listen, life is a constant lesson. It's never too late and never too early to start learning. Because if you're 50 and you're afraid to ask for help, because that's what many men have issues with, you're not able to do kind of deal with your relationship or whatever happens in your life, and you think, I'm supposed to get it, so I'm not gonna ask anyone for help. Wrong. You're gonna learn until the end of your life. There's never too late to ask questions. And then if you're 15 or 20, the sooner you're gonna get smart, the sooner you're gonna decide to make right calls, the better for you. Why? Because if you say, I'm gonna do it in 10, 15 years, now I wanna party, then in 15 years you're gonna know how big mistake it was. Why? Because then you will be still partying and being like a student, having no money, is just partying a lot and being this dancing idiot. But your pal, who had this much more intelligence than you, now he's driving a great car, he's having company, he's having a great family. Why? Because he was smarter. This much more than you. That's why this is what I want you to take from this video. You will get smart when you start getting smart. Life is a constant lesson. Don't be an idiot to postpone it, to postpone learning, to postpone find some role model that will help you to kind of make this quantum leap. Trust me, you don't want to reinvent the wheel all over again. It's boring and it's just a miserable experience. That's why I understand it. Find someone who is good at it, who has kind of a proof of success of their own. That's why verify the sources and just learn from them. That's the best thing you can do. The sooner, the better. So think about it and do something about it. Because motto for today is find a role model. Find someone to learn from. Just be a smart guy. If you like this video, like, share, comment. If you didn't, comment as well. Tell me what you think. Tell me what is your experience. And if there's anything you want me to talk about, give me a shout, contact me, DM me, email me, whatever. Find a way, and I'll be glad to do it for you. That being said, see you tomorrow.